Hello once again and welcome to another edition of my Weekly Bond. I can understand how some people might be slightly irritated by me referring to this series as weekly still, despite it being 9 months since the last installment, but hey, I'm one for continuity. Also, if you're wondering why I generally look older, fatter and more haggard, it's because I am. And because it's been 18 months since I recorded the Die Another Day review, and we all age, right? Anyway, let's get on with the show for today, shall we? Here is my review of 2006's Casino Royale. So we have the usual gun barrel sequence. Yeah, maybe we don't have the gun barrel sequence for this one. Maybe instead we have a really cool, really moody, really well shot, really well edited pre-credit sequence that doesn't rely on any gimmicks or overly ambitious stunt work to make for a really exciting and really thrilling first few minutes. Yeah, I love this sequence, it's awesome, it looks so stylish, it's in black and white, it's all wonderful, it's great, it's Bond getting his 00 status by killing a turncoat MI6 chief. It's just so good, and it ends with the fantastic gun barrel sequence, and then we're into an awesome title song by Chris Cornell, which is frigging brilliant. Daniel Kleinman does the title sequence visuals again, and they're just stunning and appropriate, and the man is just a damn genius. Oh, this is going to be a very positive review, by the way. And so, anyway, we're into the film proper now, in Madagascar with our new 007, who is on a mission with Carter, who is quite possibly the most inept agent in any Bond film since Rosie Carver.
Stop touching your ear.
Sorry? Put your hand down!
And as we never see Carter again, it's safe to assume he was either trampled to death or bitten by the snake. Anyway, we have a great action sequence here involving a free-running chase, which is so impressive, and after a lot of CGI rubbish from the last installment, it's great to know and see these wonderful action sequences achieved with a minimum use of CG. It just makes them feel more real, more hard-hitting. You really feel when Bond is injured in this film. Anyway, Bond blows up an embassy, kills his target and steals his phone where he sees a text message which he traces to Alex Dimitrios, who's an associate of banker and terrorist financer Le Chiffre, whose investments involve short-selling stock in successful companies and then engineering terrorist attacks to sink their share prices. Anyway, we're reintroduced to M here, once again played by Judi Dench.
Who the hell do they think they are? Have you ever seen such a bunch of self-righteous arse-covering prigs? And how the hell could Bond be so stupid? Is the man deranged? And where the hell is he? Christ, I miss the Cold War.
Who is not in a terribly good mood in this film? Anyway, we have a really lovely scene between Bond and M, in M's flat, before Bond heads off to Dimitrios' house in the Bahamas. We pause for a quickety-quick shot for the ladies. And when everyone's finished melting, we return to the plot. Bond, being Bond, manages to seduce Dimitrios' wife, Solange, and win Dimitrios' Aston Martin DB5 from him in a card game, which, yeah, I like that. Bond isn't Bond without a DB5 as his own personal car, so I'm happy to see how this new Bond managed to get his. Anyway, there are a few excellent sequences here where Bond kills Dimitrios and follows the Chief's plan to destroy an airliner at Miami Airport. So after all that fun, MI6 are out investigating Dimitrios' house where Solange has been killed. The sight of this rather upsets M's secretary... Wait, what? Secretary? That guy is M's secretary? Right, so tell me again why this isn't Moneypenny? I mean, the absence of Moneypenny is sorely missed, but a film without her wouldn't have been too bad if there was, like, absolutely no space for her character at all. But come on, this is the Moneypenny role. It's M's secretary. Like, could they just not be bothered casting a new Moneypenny? I know this is the whole new start of a Bond and whatnot, so they probably want to save the addition of Moneypenny for a later film, but they could have so easily fit her in here. It's a problem that just sticks out, more because of that guy than anything else. Anyway, yeah, plot. Le Chiffre has lost a lot of money from the Miami thing, so he set up a high-stakes Texas Hold'em tournament at the Casino Royale in Montenegro to recoup his terrorist client's money. M sends Bond along to beat Le Chiffre in the game, hoping that this will force Le Chiffre to come to MI6 and spill the beans on all his clients. It is on the train to Montenegro that we meet this film's Bond girl in the form of Treasury Agent Vesper Lind, played by the ultra-gorgeous Eva Green.
I'm the money.
Every penny of it.
I'll say this now, I absolutely love Vesper Lind, and Eva Green is, well, you can insert any positive adjective in here if you want. I'm too absorbed with her beauty and her sass to say anything. It's just wonderful. We're also introduced to Mathis here, who is another of Bond's allies. He's not as attractive as Vesper, but never mind. There is this wonderful scene between Vesper and Bond before the card game begins. I just love it.
I have a dinner jacket.
There are dinner jackets and dinner jackets. This is the latter.
But come on, Vesper, you're forgetting about dinner jackets and dinner jackets, dinner jackets and dinner jackets, and dinner jackets and dinner jackets, and dinner jackets and dinner jackets, dinner jackets, dinner jackets, dinner jackets, and dinner jackets, and dinner jackets, and dinner jackets, dinner jackets, dinner jackets, dinner jackets. And for the love of God, woman, what about dinner jackets? It's a lovely little scene, and the David Arnold score here is really quite charming. We have a token Bond in tux shot before the game begins. And I know this has been said before in a lot of reviews, but the scenes of the poker game are just brilliant. I mean, when I first saw Casino Royale, I had no friggin' idea how to play Texas Hold'em, but I still knew what was going on, from the acting, the camera work, the music. It all adds and builds together so much that it makes for a series of really intense and suspenseful scenes.
Dry martini.
Oui, monsieur.
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over rice, and then add a thin slice of lemon peel.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'll have one of those. So will I.
I'll have one too.
My friend, bring me one as well. Keep the fruit. That's it? Anyone want to play poker now? Someone's in a hurry.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our new Felix Leiter, played by the excellent Jeffrey Wright, who is probably my favourite Felix Leiter. He manages to actually give off a kind of personality in his first few seconds on screen, which is more than most of the Felix actors could achieve over the course of an entire film. A lot of stuff happens over the next hour or so of screen time, including an excellently choreographed fight scene on a stairwell, Bond and Vesper having an intimate moment in the shower, Bond losing his money and deciding to assassinate Le Chiffre before Felix offers to take Bond in exchange for custody of Le Chiffre. I can't help but think M wouldn't be too chuffed about that. And Bond is poisoned by Le Chiffre's girlfriend and has to be shocked back to life. I'm never quite sure how I really feel about this scene. On the one hand, it's nice seeing Bond in peril, and it's nice seeing Vesper active in some sort of action, but I don't know, you could just so easily lift up this entire section and throw it away, and I'm not really sure what we'd be losing from the film as a whole if we were to do that. I guess this scene gives Bond the motivation to really go back and want to win the game, but didn't losing the money to Le Chiffre already give him that motivation? I don't know, it doesn't bother me too much because I enjoy the sequence, but I always just think this scene could so easily have ended up on the cutting room floor, and the film's already the longest Bond film ever, so would it have been better just to cut it completely? Bond, of course, wins the tournament, and the money is deposited in a Swiss bank account. Soon after, Le Chiffre kidnaps Vesper, and while it's a shame we don't have a proper good vehicle chase sequence in this one, we do have this pretty amazing shot. Bond is captured and tortured by Le Chiffre, having his balls bashed with some rope. Whilst it might be easy to take the piss out of this kind of thing, I don't know, it's a really, really effective scene, and I challenge any man not to wince at the sound of some of those blows.
It's the simplest thing to cause more pain than a man can possibly enjoy.